Good morning, all. So, we're going on a parts run today. A very exciting one. So yeah, I put an ad up on Facebook Marketplace, actually a couple of the van groups I'm in. A couple months ago, I was looking for a red dashboard, like an actual red dashboard, because the die on this one keeps scratching off. So that project was kind of a fail. Also, I've been looking for the sheet metal for where the windows are on this van, so that I have the option of welding those up. And one gentleman had a dashboard out somewhere in the Midwest, but it was going to be like a 12-hour trip each way, I think, or something like that. But it was going to be like a really long trip, so it just wasn't worth it for what I wasn't sure was a great dash. A local junkyard has the dashboard, but it's not that great a shape. So I just kind of resigned. It's one of those things I've been resigned to. Like, one of these years I'll find those things, but whatever. And then, out of the blue, a couple days ago, I got messaged by somebody saying, "Hey, you still looking for these parts?" And there's a lot of scammers on the van group, so I was immediately suspicious. But turns out he's a guy out in Springfield. He's parting out a van. It has a complete red dashboard. It's a slightly earlier dashboard, but that shouldn't be a problem. It just means it's got a different gauge cluster surround. And it's a regular cargo van with the sides. And he's given me a very fair price for the entire dash and the side panels. So I'm driving about 2 hours out there to go retrieve them. So I've got the pile of tools in the back. I've got the whole van converted into cargo mode to be able to hold what I need. So we're gonna get going. Alright, I didn't end up filming there because kids were around and stuff, and I just didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, clean the hell up. He's got a really nice mid-80s Beauville, which is the like deluxe passenger trim van, and he bought this for just some odds and ends for that. And he's basically like, "Yep, I'm pulling out the engine for a buddy of mine, and it's going to scrapyard." So, in addition to what I came for, he was basically like, "Take anything else you want. I'll tell you what I need. Other than that, you can have it." So really great guy, really nice, real friendly. Had an enjoyable time chatting with him while we were going at it. But I have basically both side panels of the van, more than enough metal to patch in all of my windows. I dropped one of them and crumpled the corner, so I might now have not quite enough metal, but we'll find out. I think we'll still be okay. Got the full dashboard. The doghouse portion of it, the lower portion, is not super great. It's got a couple holes in it and stuff, but I think I know where I can get one of those in good shape. It's not terrible, it's just not like, it's like the dashboard is, other than being incredibly dirty, appears to be basically pristine. It's got like one scratch in it. I even got the earlier gauge cluster in that weird transition period where it's not a mechanical speedo, it's an electric speedo like this has, so it's possible that that gauge cluster will plug directly into my van, which means I can convert the whole gauges to the earlier style, but that's a whole find out later. It had a red interior, you just let me grab whatever, so I've got spare sun visors, spares of the little plastic trim that goes around the door frame, spare of the seat belts, a couple other little odds and ends I think, I can't even remember now. But yeah, awesome, totally great, fantastic. It's exactly the thing I was kind of hoping / dreaming for, is to find somebody like this who was just parting out a van. I could get everything I wanted. So yeah, that dashboard's going to need to be very thoroughly scrubbed inside and out because the van had a mouse infestation. Fortunately, there's nothing in those dashboards that mice can really ruin, other than because there's no wiring in them, there's no insulation in them, right? So it just needs to be scrubbed in and out and it'll be fine. Yeah, so fantastic trip. Super happy. When I get home, I'll show you all the stuff just so you can see, so I can gush about it a second time. But yeah, just I'm over the moon. You can tell I'm just so excited about everything that I just managed to pick up. Super fair price. He was asking $150 for the dashboard and the door and the side panels, which sure. And then I only had 20s because I got the money out of the ATM. I gave him 160 because he'd just given me like everything else. So yeah, super fair price. Anyway, I am going to get a cold beverage, I think. and then I'm gonna head the 2 hours home. I will talk to you all when I get there. And we're safely back home. So let's go over my really great haul. So obviously the big thing is the dashboard, which is in really, really nice shape. It's got a couple little flaws in it. Like this is stuck to it, I can clean off. There's one scratch over there. I noticed there's one screw hole over here. But overall, very nice shape. It just needs a very thorough cleaning inside and out. The lower panel has a couple screw holes, but nobody will ever see it. This is the, obviously the bit that goes over the dash bezels, which is also in really nice shape. I did actually get the dash assembly itself. I don't know if this is interchangeable or not. It's late enough that it's a plug-in unit without a speedometer cable like mine is, but I don't know if this actually interchanges or not, but we'll find out. Worst case, I plug it in and it doesn't work and I'm no worse off. This is the lower dash piece. This is not as nice as the upper one, in addition to stuff that may or may not clean off of it. There's a couple of holes over here, and this is a little busted. But you know, it's like scratched up and stuff. But it's not bad. Like, it's usable, and I think I know where I can get another one that's a little nicer, possibly, and combine them into one good one. So that's a full dash swap. That's everything I need to do to the dash swap, which is awesome. And then these down here are obviously the sheet metal sides. That's the smaller one for this window. This is the longer one for over here. I just literally cut them off at the front pillar and went well back past the length I needed, which is good because I kind of crunched this corner when that one came loose from the van, but I think I still have plenty of length. The rough plan, like this one's going to get just cut and welded to fit that. This one, I think my plan is going to be to, when I take the windows out, cut between the windows, obviously not the brace, just the sheet metal, and fit the panel that way, because a little bit of welding up there and a little bit of welding up there is way less chance for warpage and way less of a hassle to get fitted than trying to cut them to exactly fit the window openings. I just have to fit the larger opening. But that's awesome. And then bonus stuff that I wasn't expecting to get. I got a set of bonus stuff that I wasn't expecting to get. I got a set of sun visors. Mine are okay, but it's not a bad idea to have some spares because these little end pieces break and you can't buy them. This is actually also a little closer to the age of mine. The other one has a warning sticker from the 70s, which amuses me. These are the little pieces that go around the door frame. He was junking the van, so it was a case of grab anything you want, so I grabbed a spare set of those. The ones that I have are brighter red, so maybe once the dash is in they'll look weird, so I grabbed those. And then lastly, I got a spare set of seat belts. These are a slightly newer style than what's in my van. Mine are out of a 79, I want to say. So these are slightly newer style, but there's still this weird double style. But I figured a spare set couldn't be a bad thing because getting seatbelts can be a pain in the butt. It also means I have spares of this upper piece. If I want to get new seatbelts made, I don't have to send mine in and have no belts. So all in all, this is a great score. I'm really happy with all of this. The guy was super nice. So this is going to get a full scrub and clean up before it goes in, because like I said, while I was over there, the van was full of mice. So this has mice inside it. So I'm going to take it completely apart. One of the vents is broken, so parts are going to get swapped between that one and this one. So realistically, I only need the outer shell, so I can pull all the vents out of this one and just throw them away and use my vents. So that's it for me and my awesome haul. We're going to do, obviously, the dash. Side panels are going to be a couple separate projects, pretty big ones. So you'll see those in future videos. In the meantime, I just have to figure out where the hell I'm storing all of this. I will talk to you all later.
Bye.